speakers. This is our last day of the bus tour, and we're so excited to kick it off here at Cedar Riverside. There's just a few folks I want to introduce and recognize. They're not speaking today, but they're fantastic candidates that we need to recognize. The first is my good friend Jamie Long, who's running for House District 61B. Another great candidate running for sheriff here in Hennepin County is Dave Hutch. And I want to thank all of the Somali community leaders who are here today. Thank you so much for all of your work, and thank you for being leaders in this important community. Thank you to the Somali community. Also to the Oromo community and all of the East African community. Thank you so much. And I want to thank a great friend of all of us, who's a fantastic president of our teachers union, the president of Education Minnesota, Denise Beck, is here. Thank you, Denise. Of course, all of you know him. He's done great work working for Senator Klobuchar, but also representing all of us on the Minneapolis School Board. School Board member Siad Ali is here. So look. Let's hear it for Randy Weingarten. Woo! All right. 2 days left. 1 day till the election, and then we've got tomorrow. The reason we say 2 days is because we work on election day, right, DFLers? We work all the way until the polls close, until 8 p.m., until everyone's had a chance to vote. This election's going to be close. And I say this everywhere I go. There's no such thing as a blue wave. There's no blue wave that's going to come and save us from the Republicans.
Somalidi midodo Ro hasehan han hasehan 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 walaalayaal dhammaantiin waa idin mahadcelinayaa waxaan iga codsanayaa saacadaha hadda kooban oo inoo dhiman doorashada inaan dhaxda xiranno inaan istaagno inaan u dagaalanno xuquuqdeena inaan u odayna musharaxiinta xisbiga dimuqraadiga diyaar mootiin ma dagaalamaynaa ma guulaysanaynaa waa inaan fadhiga ka kacnaa musharaxiinta oo dhan oo walaalkan Keith Ellison meesha joogo inaan Dave Hutch u odayno Steve Simon Hodan Sian Tina Smith Amy Klobuchar Tim Walz وحانا معرض كوحيين أبيجي فلانجان ولكن إلهان عمر وكونغرس فلانيسا جولي بلاها أو تكتبس ديف هاتش وانا رجوغا ولا ليالو ضد ضمبا ودعوني عدكينا قيمو وين بكفر يا سنتك هدي أن لو استاجن حافظ كست هدي أن لو لجنن معرض تيسبارو قفكي صوب هدي لقى عديسين قوش ما قارن حافظ عدد بدن باول عظيم ما كان وما تنتهي به to my brothers and sisters, this is a very important election. This is the most important election of our lifetime. We cannot let fear defeat us. We cannot let those who want to put us down defeat us. We will win tomorrow with all your help. We will succeed to my Oromo brothers and Somali community, to the Amharic community, to the East African community. This is our fight, and we will not let that one down. Let's go for it! Keep up the good work. Thank you so much.
My name's Hodan Hassan. Are you guys ready to vote? Are you ready to fight? All right. I'm gonna say this. It's two things. Either you are voting for hope, or you're voting for hate. So we fought for hope, right? All right. We got this. We're gonna flip the House. We're gonna get the Senate. We're gonna get the governor's seat. Yes. We're gonna get Keith Ellison in. We have to get the the Attorney General's seat. We cannot lose that seat. So we have to do everything possible to get votes out for Keith Allison. We're going to get Ilhan Cumar in there. We're going to get all of these great candidates. These are all the DFL candidates, wonderful people that will be proud to represent you. And they will be representing one Minnesota that cares for equity, that cares for inclusion, and that wants you here. So let's get them elected, all right?
All right, hold on. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Mahat Senates, all of you. I just want to say thank you so much for the work that you're doing. Is there anybody in this room who immigrated to the United States personally or their parents did? Anybody? You know, and I know many of you come from either Ethiopia or Somalia. And in both places, democracy has been challenged. Is that right? And there is something very special that everyone who has been denied democracy knows about democracy. And that is, it's a good thing. It's a good thing to be able to protect, to be able to say who you want to represent you, to say what you want to happen in government. Because when you've been told by some president, some warlord, some big shot, some strong man, what you do, where you go, you know that that's not good. You don't have no rights. We worked on House Resolution 128 for the Roma community, which said that even though the United States and Ethiopia are allies, Ethiopia has a responsibility to be fair and just to everyone in Ethiopia. We passed that. And I've been to Mogadishu and I've been to Somalia, and we know we worked on remittances, have we not? We worked together on civil rights, human rights, and we worked together, and we remember when there was a federal, a government that was trying to form, then one that kind of did form, and every year it's been getting a little bit better, right? And so we know that this U.S. democracy, our country, the United States, we've got to fight for this democracy every day. Maybe somebody who's been here for a long time may not know, they may not understand, but you understand. And so please, make sure that we invite every single person to this Democratic Party. Invite everybody to this election. Invite everybody to democracy so that they can be part of this great country and have a voice in the direction of this country. And I just want to tell you that the mood across our country is not pretty. You know it. You know it's true. Just the other day, there was people at worship in a synagogue in Pittsburgh. You saw that, right? They shot those poor people because they were worshiping. Well, you know how that might feel because you remember Darryl Farouk got bombed. Remember that? So what we're doing today is we are lifting up the best, noblest ideals of our nation. Freedom, justice, inclusion, tolerance, respect. We're lifting up the best of us. And other people want to push the worst. We push the best. And I don't want any of us to rest. I'm not going to rest. I got a feeling you ain't going to rest. Hashi Shafi, where you at? You going to rest? I got a feeling you're going to be working hard. Where's Beatty? I saw Beatty. You going to rest? We are going to get out the vote. We are going to talk to every single person.
Please welcome our friend, the next Congresswoman from the 5th District, Ilhan Cumar.
صباح وناكسن السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته آدي آدان أفرح سنة هرت إنت أنا ضد الصومالي إنه سبح لي سيصبحان markaan ka fikiraynay in raaliga inta lagu suubiyo waxaan dhahay duhurkii ma laga dhigi karaa salaada ka bacdi laakiin alxamdulilah sidii laidinku yaqaanay mar kasto oo soomaalida lasoo qaado dadka badanaa waddankan ku nool waxay og yihiin inaan nahay annaga dad lagu xisaabtami karo dad iyaga xisaabtamo dad og codkooda muhiimka uu leeyahay sanadkan oo dhan iyo 2 sano aan ku soo jirnay soomaalida iyo muslimiinta cariiriyaa la gelinaya laakiin cariirigaas mana loo gelinooyo because wax naga halaysanaa jiro cariirigaas waxaana loo gelinooyaa waxaa la ogyahay awooddeena quwadda aan leenahay dhiig leh inaan nahay markii lagu og yahay adiga inaad dhaqdhaqaaq leedahay inaad karti leedahay inaad dhiig leedahay dadka inaad nooshahay nafta ay kugu jirto dadka way ka cabsoonayaan aniga dadka badanaa waxay dhahaan ilhaane maalin kasta maxaa lagu caayaa lagula dagaaltamaa oo lagu dhibaa waxaan dhahaa waxay og yihiin inaan qof yar ahay laakiin meel markaan soo galo in bahal weyn oo kale taana marka soomaalida dadka intaasay og yihiin muslimiinta intaasay og yihiin habeenna weete xafladaan lahaa soomaaliya joogtay iyo hal gabar oo orome ah mang ah gabadha mangiga waxay tiri wixii annaga 40 sano ilaa iyo 50 sano aan wili gaari weynay ay soomaalida gaareen iyagoo 20 sano joogto marka orodkaas iyo dhaqsidaasaytii iyo quwaddaasaytii iyo kartidaas aan ku soconno dadkiina naga cabsoodaan xaqay u leeyihin laakiin inaanan joojinin waaye in dadka aan xasuusino sanadkaanaynta sanadkeeda inuu leeyahay inaan ahayn annaga dad lagu xadgudbi karin inaan nahay dad kasaayo xaquuqdooda dad og oo weligood niyadooda iyo qalbigooda iyo shaqsigooda gumaysi aana dareemin inaan nahay dad haddii meel ay soo galaan la og yahay in qolkaas ay ku jiraan soo sanadkaanaynti codaan leenahay codkaanayntina annagu nuquseeyaa personal way dad badan way dhaheen personal way codkaan annagu nuquseeyaa soomaali muslim bank aan ku jirnaa sababaa naloo geliyay muslim bankaasayt wax ma suubin annaga dad ma gardaraysan qof ma dhibin businessyo badanaan leenahay wax badanaan kusoo kordhinay waddankan laakiin sababaa naloo geliyay waa nala gardaraysanaya personal way markii caucuskii la joogay muslimiin badanaa soo buxaysa caucuska markii la dhexaayo personal way mana rabo annaga codkeenna in quwadiisa la dareemo personal way so aniga iyo Keith Moorhead ilaa iyo St. Cloud Faribault ilaa iyo Wilmar iyo Worthington Rochester Mankato meel kasta Soomaali ay degan tahay waan soo taabanay markii aan galno asiga waa iga miskiinsan yahay dadku waxay dhahaan Keith oo Soomaalida iyo sanadka dimuqraadi ay u codeeyaan laakiin wax badan isbedelo asiga wuxuu leeyahay waa isku dayeynaa waa shaqaynaynaa aniga dimuqraadi iyo republican waxba igama gelin Keith Allison haddii aanan dooranin boorsooyinkeena iska aruursano statekan aan ka guurno haddii sanadkaanayntii aanan dooranin governor iyo lieutenant governor oo Timothy Pege Flanagan boorsooyinkeena iska aruursano state kale taan raadsano sanadkaanayntii waa personal ma nihin annaga dad lagu xadgudbi karo dad la gardaraysta ma nihin masaakiimiinaan nahay haddii aan rabno geesiyaalaan nahay haddii aan rabno so sanadkaanayntii waa sanadkii aan dadka tusin lahayn inaan geesinahay waa mahadsantihiin aadaan noo sharafteen sida aan noogu soo baxdeen aad iyo aad aan ugu farxay
Thank you all so much. You've given us a lot of time. All these great candidates, but I just have to say something. I've had the privilege of serving for 12 years in the United States Congress.
when Ilhan Omar walks through that door, it will be a better place. It will be a better Congress and a better place. And to all of you, salam alaikum to all of you, and thank you. Thank you for the privilege of being amongst you. And as you look around, look at your neighbors, look at people you haven't seen. We are truly blessed. God has truly blessed us to be alive at this time. Because this nation, we are going to write the next chapter in the history of this state and this nation in 33 hours. Those folks who are here, whether you are a new American, whether this is your first vote, or you have gray hair like me, it is not overstating the fact that there are people that have brought hate and fear and division like we have not seen in generations. And everyone in this room knows those who bring hate and fear bring it for a reason, because they're weak. They are weak. They do not believe. They're bullies. They do not believe in what we know in this state, as you heard everyone say it. When we come together as one Minnesota, we build strong, resilient communities where every single child, black, white, brown, indigenous, gets a chance at a great education. Every child. So tomorrow night on that ballot, and you look in this room, I guarantee you, in the years that follow, they will write and tell stories of this time. And they will write and ask, who came out on a Monday morning to sit in a hall next to strangers, friends, neighbors, family, and talk about what we can do together? It was you. It was you. We have 33 hours. 33 hours that will shape a generation. 33 hours that will re-establish Minnesota as a beacon of hope, of a state of compassion and openness and equity and vision and science and things that we care about that can come here. All of those things you will make happen. All of these candidates have one vote. One vote is all. But together, when we speak as one Minnesota, that thunderous voice for justice, freedom, equity, inclusion will ring across the state. So here's our mission in 33 hours. What these folks don't understand is they think that we are fearful people. They think the people in this room who escaped oppression, war, famine, whatever it may be, these are not fearful people. These are strong Minnesotans. And for them to know, here's what's tomorrow about. Minnesotans, we don't fear the future, we create the future. Let's go create it. Let's go.
Let's hear for Tim Walz, your next governor.
So we're going to end here in a second with some folks who want to talk about an important issue on the ballot this year. So we're going to bring some folks up. But before that, I want to acknowledge another couple great folks who are here with us. The next First Lady of the state, Gwen Walz, is here. Thank you for being here, Gwen. Thank you for all your campaigning throughout the state. She's going to be a fantastic First Lady. It'll be great to have two teachers in the governor's residence. Absolutely. And then another wonderful friend of mine who served so well for years on the Minneapolis school board. You know, I'm always amazed at the public service and ethos of the Ellison family, but it really starts with Kim Ellison. Thank you so much, Kim. We love you. Thank you so much. So with that, we wanted to invite some folks up to talk as parents about an important issue. Come on up. Thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you so much for coming, and I would like to thank first our future governor and Tim Walz and everyone who came here. And we are Somali mothers, and we would like to let you know and let you think an issue that has been going on in the area. And we are here to vote. But since things are changing, and this is a democracy, we are going to vote, but our vote is going to have consequence. We are giving you our vote. But remember, next 2 years there will be another another vote, and we will vote you out if we do not see our results. So, and there has been so much killings that's been happening in the area, and as Somali mothers, we attended several safety meetings. And hey, safety meeting is response to crisis. We are here, united Somali mothers, to serve our youth and children. And we want to be on the table, not on the menu. The reason I'm saying that is most of the mothers that are here have limited English, and that's okay. We have organization, that's what I like to say all the time. United Nations is everyone representing different countries. They are coming together, solving issues, but they do not necessarily understand everyone's language over there. Somali mothers need to be there. So we have a little declaration of independence, and we would like to read it for you. First of all, we would like to thank you all coming here, and rest assured you got our voice. We will vote for you, and we're planning to hold you accountable. We are Somali mothers, came together as a result of ongoing violence and drug use by the youth. The problem we have today did not start as an accident. It is a result of long-term lack of opportunities and poor education that our youth have faced over time. We Somali mothers believe that mothers play a big role in the quality of life of their children. We know what children and youth need, and we are doing what we can and working so hard. Somali mothers today are facing barriers that is preventing them from effectively involving in the health, safety, and education of their children. They decided to present their problem to you all because they know you all have the ability to do some changes, and because mothers have the ability also to hold you accountable. These barriers include lack of parent education, a lack of relevant resources tailored to mothers with limited English, and it's also a lack of access to decision-making tables. We hope that the 2020 elections we see obvious results where Somali mothers not cry, not feel grief because of what happened to their children and appear on TV, but we want to appear on TV celebrating the success of our children. And the goals we have, each of you standing here today, and we will remember because of you contributed to the systemic safety, health, and education of our children. Thank you.